Welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to create your check file and how to add checks to your rec file. Okay, so first of all we're going into the toolbar, we click on checks and then we choose our rec file, we open it. So what we get here is our initial questionnaire with a dialog box with a list of checks that we can add to our field names or to our variables. There's a drop down menu with all the variable names, and here we go, all the field names in the questionnaire. So ID is the one currently activated because it's the one we got selected here, but you can select another one to get activated directly here, otherwise we can click on it to activate it. Okay, so the first one is the ID, our unique identifier. So we do want this to be a must enter field. We don't want this to be entered. There's no reason why it cannot be entered, because this will be a number that we will be allocating to the questionnaire. If we know how many questionnaires we're going to do, or how many people we have that are going to be doing the questionnaire, then we can enter a range here. It could be 1 to, let's say, 200. And if you remember, this was a numeric value. Okay, and we can take values from 1 to 200. For the time being, we're going to leave it as blank, and we're just going to put that this is a must enter variable. Okay, so remember to save it. Okay, after, otherwise it won't get recorded. Person name, this was a text. We're going to put it as a must enter too, and then we're going to just leave it there. Okay. Date of birth, so date of birth is also going to be must enter. If you know the ranges or you know the ages of the people you're going to interview, if you know they're within a particular decade, you can enter that as a range here. Okay, to limit the values you can enter, and in that way minimize the possibility of probability of error. But at the moment we're going to leave it as just a must enter. And the reason to do that is that this is quite an important field, because you can actually compute or calculate the age from this value, and if you also know when the event you actually investigated, when it took place. Okay, so we're going to put it as a must and we're going to say save. Okay, we're going to the next one, age. This one we're going to leave it empty for the moment. We're not going to put any checks on it. And on the second video that I'll show you later, I'm going to show you how to create some more sophisticated checks directly in a check file, and how to compute this number from the number above. Okay, so we're going to leave it as it is. Person sex, we're going to develop like a value label here. From the values that we got here in our value labels that we initially added to a questionnaire. So the way to do this, and create a drop down menu, you need to make sure that there's none selected there. Then you go to the plus, you get this dialog window in which we're going to enter what we got there, which is 0 for female, 1 for male, and 9 for unknown or not recorded. Okay, and we need to put this within inverted commas because we got more than one word and we got gaps in between, okay, spaces in between, so we need to put it within inverted commas. And this is the name of the label, so it's label sex. So we're going to accept and close, and here we're going to save it. Okay, so in the next one, person's ill or not ill. Okay, so we're going to create a label here, but we do want this to be a must enter. Okay, so we're going to choose none. You're going to get a dialog window. I'm going to put 0, not a case, and 1, we're going to put case. We're going to change the name. We're going to put it label case rather than label ill, and we're going to accept and close this. But the other thing we want to do here is that if this is not a case, okay, we don't want to go through the symptoms. Okay, so we can enter this data a lot faster. Okay, so we can jump from here, okay, to there, okay, without having to go through the symptoms. And maybe we can try to find a way to populate this automatically, and we'll see that in the next video. So to do the jumps, to make it jump, we're going to put here. So if the value of this field is 0, then we want it to jump to the food history, which is chicken. Okay. And we can drop it here to see what the variable name is. Okay, it's chicken. Okay. So we got it correctly. So here we got a jump, we got a masked enter, and we got a label. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to save that. Okay. And in the next one, we got a date of onset. So in the date of onset, we can enter actually a range. We know that our cases presented between these 2 days. So let's put a range here, which is the one we have there. 2/05/01/2014. Okay, we're not going to put it as a must enter, we're just going to enter a range. Okay. So then we're going to save it. And here we're going to create a value label. So which is none. Then we're going to say 0 is no, 1 is yes. And rather than call it a value label, we're going to call it something that different that help us remember what this label actually refers to. So yes and no label. Accept and close. You can save it. What we're going to do in the other ones is the same thing. So it's label yes and no, save. So this is same thing, label yes and no, save. Label yes and no, save. And the same here, thin here. For the last one, label yes and no, save. Okay, so we enter here variety of checks in our questionnaire, and we're going to do a few more complex ones in our next video directly on a check file, and they'll be related to the ones we've mentioned here before, such as creating the age, such as jumping and populating things automatically, and a few others. Okay, so that's all for now.